I'm curious, to the young person watching, from your younger self to where you are now, what are 3 things you've learned over this amazing career that you have that you would want to give to, let's say, a young person trying to establish success in their life? What are 3 main things that you would give them?
Well, not personal, it's business. Not personal, it's business. There's going to be times, I know for me early on in my career when I got sort of famous over one weekend with The Time to Kill, all of a sudden I had 100 scripts that the day before Time to Kill came out, I would have done anything to do, but they were all, nope, can't do them. Now, one successful weekend, come Monday afternoon, all those scripts that I couldn't do 2 days ago were now like, yes, please do them. And I was like, what? You want me to choose now? And I would have done any of these 2 days ago? I also, with that time, started hearing a lot of adulation. Oh, I love you. You're so great. Oh, this is great. So I was trying to, well, wait a minute. What matters here? What do I really need to believe here? Let me cut the chafe here. What counts? What doesn't? So, and then with that, I also later on, I do a couple movies that don't do as well. Those same people that were saying, I love you and please do my movie, don't return my phone calls. And I'm going, man, where I come from, I've said I love you to about 4 people, and you mean it when you say it.
Yes.
And if I had dinner with your kids and you were over for Christmas after your movie did well because your next movie didn't do as well, I'm at least returning your call. You know what I mean? So I realized early on, year 7 in Hollywood, I got the joke. It's not personal. It's business. So I was able to forgive those people that maybe said, I love you, but wouldn't return my call. And then later on, when my movies were successful, even after the ones that were successful, and they did start calling me back, I didn't hammer them for it. I was like, I get it. Yeah, I'll pick up the phone. I'm not going to tell you, but you didn't pick up the phone back. No, I get it.
You're better than me, Matthew. You are better than you teaching me something because I wouldn't even pick up the phone.
Well, you got to learn to play the game that way. Yeah. I would say this one, because what do we, fame, money, yes, good things.
Yeah.
We want them. I wanted them.
Yeah.
I got them. But then today, especially with youth, and there's so many ways you can get famous. You can get 15 minutes of fame. You can do, I guess this is my point. We all want to be relative. We have to make sure we ask ourselves, relative for what?
Ooh, yes.
I read this. There was a thing about 5 years ago, and the question was, what do you think you need to do to get famous? And 35% of the answers were make a sex tape.
Make a sex tape.
I went, oh no, hang on a minute, hang on. That's it. That shouldn't have those kind of numbers. You know what I mean? So what's our country reward? What do we, you get fame, you get money, you get respect.
Yeah.
We tell people that. And I just to ask ourselves, and we need to remind ourselves, especially when we're young, yeah, that's okay to want those things, but for what? Try not to do things that you're going to regret. Know that today, in every thumb up or thumb down or comment you put online out there, everybody, those comments are going to outlive you. They will they'll outlive your children if you have children. So just remember, you're building a resume for who you're going to become, and it's okay to screw up. Hey man, part of growing up is you take risk and you fail, and you go back and you regret stuff. I regret things I've done.
Yeah.
You don't stay safe all the time, but just ask yourself, will I be proud of this, what I'm about to do 5 years from now, 10 years from now?
There you go.
20 years from now. Will my kids be?
Yeah.
Whatever that is. Those would be 2. And then on the flip side of that, which is not really the flip side, which is take risk, gang.
Come on, man.
Take risk.
Come on.
Don't be so afraid of failing.
Yeah.
I've taken a lot of risk in my life and pulled a lot of things off because of risk I took. Yeah. I still, though, when people ask me, what would I tell my 15-year-old self to do? I'd say take more risk.
Ooh.
Don't be afraid of failing, man.
Yeah.
Failure, we get embarrassed. We think everyone's over there. When you fail, we're going to point at you, nana, boo, we got you. Well, you know what? They're over on the sidelines yelling that stuff because they're on the sidelines. People that are in the game, look over it. I've succeeded by failing so many times in a row where I got the job over the person that succeeded the first time because the people in power that were hiring said, I want Mr. Joe Hustle here who keeps failing and keeps getting back up and failing again. I want him more than I want the other guy who succeeded on the first time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So persistence and knocking on those doors and keep knocking and going, damn it, I lost again.
Yeah.
Back in again. That goes a long way.
I like Matthew, dog. I like him. Matthew, you talking. You talking because you said two things that stood out to me that I love. Two things that I teach within my tribe, especially to younger people, is, why? Like, why do you want to do the things you want to do? And I always say, if your why doesn't make you cry, then the price of commitment will make you cry. So why do you want to become relevant? Why do you want to become wealthy? Why do you want to become famous? Is it for the right reasons? And if you can answer that question good and it's in a healthy way, then it's great. Then it goes back to, now think about your future. All right. So the caliber of your future will be determined by the choices you made today. This choice that you're making today, will it impact you in a good way in the future, or will it impact you in a negative way?
That's what I mean by green lights. What are the choices that are teeing yourself up, being kind and cool to your future self?
Yes. Yes.
What are the green lights? You can there are responsibilities you can take today that will tee you up for more freedom tomorrow.
Yes. Yes.
Let's go all the way down to a simple one.
Yeah. I love it.
Your coffee maker tonight, so tomorrow morning, all you got to do is press that button. You teed yourself up for ease and success. A very simple thing, but think about those things. Delayed gratification is a very hard thing for young people to get a grasp of.
Yeah.
I had this great teaching lesson when my kids asked me why I won the trophy for Best Actor, Dallas Buyers Club. And I said, oh, well, you remember a year ago when Popeye, your dad, was going to work every morning before sun rose, and remember he was really skinny, and you told me you said I looked like a giraffe, and they go, yeah, I remember that. I go, well, the work I was doing then, a year later today, my peers gave me a trophy for it and said it was excellent, and they clicked, and for the first time went, oh, you mean you can do something today? If you do it well, you can get a proverbial trophy tomorrow? And I went, yes, you can. In yourself.
Ooh, listen. Hey, you guys. There it is.